Welcome back to Triplea, the Rising Sun. I am Magican, and last time you can actually see on the map here that the Americans has taken back a little bit of the Russian area and of course some of the Japanese here. But again, they only have these areas here, not this, only these five, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 areas, and then here, and the rest is our Axis forces in total control. And down here, it's a little bit mixture because our fleet is not big enough to handle their fleet. That's just the way it is. But you can see there's a Japanese thingy coming here, but they will probably get killed by this plane. Or maybe some of them want to. Yeah, I don't know why they did this. That is the AI that is broken a little bit there. If they should do something, they should probably have brought in the tank here. But that's just the way it is. I'm not sure if they think we are going over here, because we are not. We're not going over there. We're going up here again. That's the way it has to be. And here, the bombardment, you can see we can just move one unit down there, and we should use this down there too. So the rest should just go in on the different transports, so we do not have transport that has no units on, so we can do the bombardment. If it's possible. We have so many transports, so why not use them correctly? Seems still like there's two transports that has no units on. We could go up here, bombard, but maybe just take one transport, take this. Okay, maybe we should undo that and then bring them up. No, why can we not one? No, that's free. That's not gonna work. But I really want to take this area here. No, let's undo that and then just bring this up and not take the area. But then we are in a situation we will not be able to beat these off. I don't know, maybe undo that again and then move that up there. Good. Then we got some infantry here. And then we could just say one there and no. No, just put the one over, and then we can go in another. There we go. Perfect. Then they got all the areas back, or at least here. And this would be 1, 2, 3, 4. We cannot go up here with this fleet. Well, maybe you can go in here. And then buy a new fleet again. Get a new extra. They can only go 1, 2. They cannot even go 1, 2. They could go 1 and 2. But still, we need to look at the planes. 5. That'll be 1, 1, 2, 1, 2. Yeah, 1, 2. That would be 9 fighters. Yeah, 9 fighters. So that's important to remember. They can do that. And up here, we just stand still and move our units. One step at a time. Good. Let's just do this. That's not much to do, but it's good to have everything recognized. 1, 2, 3, and a 4. And then I did say we need to buy some of these, maybe even one of them. I think it's fine doing this. Yes, they are dead. We did not need any of the planes, but I do want to bring. I did not attack this. I forgot to attack this. Okay, that was a little bit stupid there. And then here we bring in got 2 planes there, and the last one. So we should be able to bring all planes for this and this one here. We only have 3 planes. That would be 4th, and then 3 planes over here. That will mean that we'll have fully up, and that will be 3 4s and F3. So yeah, it's better that way, I think, to have some more carriers. Even that the battleship are pretty crazy, and compared to normally in the Second World War, they figured out that, especially because of the way the British attacked with the bombers in the Mediterranean, you cannot see it here, of course, that these information was given to Japan, and they were looking at it and found, Pearl Harbor, it's shallow ground, but we can do these bombers and we can bombard and it's better with carriers. So carriers should be like stronger somehow, but I'm not sure. They can still have 2 units on, so it's not just, it's actually 2 4s. The only thing is the battleship is 2 hits, and bombardment. But yeah, it's probably also more costly than planes, of course. So yeah, it depends what you think in this situation. I do not know really 100%. I like the battleships because we can use them pretty heavily on bombarding and have two hits. But if you ask any high naval ranking officers, do you want 10 carriers with fully loaded planes or do you want 20 battleships? And they will probably say, I want 10 carriers fully loaded planes. So, yeah. Now I'm just thinking yeah, that's what happened. Of course, that one was what I was thinking about. But that's, of course, in situations where the money, if you got 10 carriers, this should be these carriers with one hit and turn two planes on, right? So else it will be too expensive compared to the setup, and it has to be the 10. That would be 20 plus 14, 30, 34. Maybe okay. Maybe then that's not. Maybe that's not 20 battleship. It will be like 18 battleships compared to the price. Yeah, I'm mumbling here, but still not really mumbling. It's like a mixture of thoughts I had doing Action Allies playing and also these. Yeah, let's see what the British has nothing, but these Antex Australian has full production still. Actually, I think they have more than full production because also have this one. That's two more. These British islands or British controlled areas, they do not have anything there. But of course, it's the Americans that really are the special ones. We just help ourselves, but also the Japanese to get, like the Yakamoto Japanese to get 6 points, and we got our four back. But forget to take this. Forgot totally. That's 2 points. And they can use them in different areas again. Use them to bombard instead of losing the count. Here they have the ships. They have a lot of things. They're not attacking. Okay, that's always nice. But where the troops are still there. Okay, that's also nice. Then we can do it next time. Just lost 2 points, but it's not the points that is so important. It's mostly how they are going to play the last. It will be the last rounds, but the next two rounds, at least, that is really important. If they can do something with these Japanese areas here, if they can bring in a lot of these units from here, they can go one, two, and maybe something here, something that they can wreck our supply lines. They can go in, take this, or maybe take this somehow, and then they get their money, and then they start producing, then they start putting units down, then we have to help them, then we have to go in, then we are probably done. But I do not think they have the force to do it. Well, they went down there again. They did not go in here. With more units, maybe they will do that in the next round there. That's British, and this is Antec. Okay, so we can take that next time. They will not be able to take it. These will not be able to take it, but we will be able to take this one at least. And that is, I'm not sure what territory type it is. It's British. That will never work because they have no area. It's only Antex and the Americans that will get the points. So that's nice. But as I said, many times before, the more rounds we are getting, the slower it gets. Okay, they got that. Good. Okay. But they still got one. Are we able to attack this? No, these are able to attack it, of course. Yeah, okay, they did attack this way. So that's why they lost it. But there's more units coming in. But if they continue doing this, then they will die. They have to go in and do some attack on the capital. Or maybe going around here, go out here, 1, 2, and then attack it. Or attack this one down here. That's easier to take. But this sloppiness, small attack, that will never go. Not now. Not That's too late, as they have built up a lot of forces internal in the country here. And then they do this, right? They could have gone 1, 2 up here instead, and then brought the ships with them somehow. Now this will just die from these planes here. Some of them just take it. Okay, they got 4 bombers here, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They can have 4 here and attack with 4 if we get our ships in here. But the Americans did not attack this. That means that we can gather our forces again. 1, 2, or 1, 2, help here. Yeah, they should attack here. Why is it non-com? What? Why are they not just? Oh, maybe this is not their. No, it's Yakamoto. But this one, right? That's an early fighter, so it'll be 2 against 1. I think they think Yakamoto will do this. I think they have talked in the back room about the strategy that Yakamoto is attacking that one. Okay, now they have 11 planes. Before they did not have that. They had 7, so we need to be careful of this. Yeah, they have talked together. What? How could they do that? One, two. This is a tank. Where does that come from? Yeah, I understand that one. Understand the bomber, the fighter. What about the tank? Ah, 1, 2. Okay, you can actually do that. Move. Okay, they got it, but they lost some. Okay, they moved all the units down here. Good question. And the Chinese will not be, it will only be a blip here now. Infantry, marine. Look, that was so fast, so you cannot see it, and that's because they have no units at all. What about the Russians? Do they have any units? No, 0 units, but 4 in production because of that. So they do not have any time either. So let's just do this and this. And then, so we are not like totally disturbed here. There we go. They will never be able to take this. This one will join that, and then we'll go all in here, down here. Yes, and then all of these. Yeah, I do not think these will be able to attack these, right? So not with that power there. That will not happen. And then we can go in and say, okay to those three. And that carrier, we should be able to have, we've got 4 planes here, that's for those, and then 3 planes for that, that's for that. So it's fine. Good. And then we are moving slowly, but definitely moving units in the different territories here. We did not take this back. Maybe that's not that bad, actually. Yeah, you cannot move them over there, so that was what I discovered. Yes, that's all we're going to do now. We're just building up the fleet, so we are ready for it. But is this good enough as they can come directly? Do we have to put them all the way over here? Else they will attack with 11 planes. Let's just try to see what happens if we are saying that swap side. It doesn't matter. We just say Americans, and they have like, how many? 6 of those. And 5 of those against, yeah, they will win. And they will have 5 units left. So if we're saying this would be like it, we lose 80, they will lose, yeah, that's not going to work. I just took this because it has one more hit than this. So we will not be able to bring them here. So we are doing that. Okay, come on. Hit a 3. Wow. Really high rolls here. Again at 6. And they also have 6. What's going on? There we go. And then, no. And then they will hit. I was like, that would be typical. Yes, we got them all. We get those planes over there. Done. And then we'll put this here. And the planes there. That will bring them to do a lot of other stuff. We only had 4 areas here. So now we got like 3 that can take the hit. And then we have 6 4s and 1 3. That's good enough. There we go. 133. It's not much we're doing. We're just bleeding them, taking the areas, taking the money. We are leading at money count, leading on the money office in a way bigger than they are, and that's lots of money or production unit, and then just let them come to us. They will of course do something with this tank, use some units. They will also take this area. Maybe they will take this. I'm not sure. I did not predict this. I don't care right now. This is not the capital. The capital is here. So we do not care about them taking an area. And they will probably be attacked by the Yakamoto here. So we do not have to use the resources. Let's see. We just have to wait. That's the only thing with this. Okay, and now the Thai is building planes also, and that's the good ones that can reach a long distance. They could go 1 and 2 and bombard, use the planes. They could have done that last turn, right? Could they have done that last turn? No, the Americans have no infantry units over here. Okay, maybe that was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 units. Yeah, they have no infantry, so it's not going to be the Americans doing that. They should have like infantry here. They could go 1, 2, take the capital. Just take the capital, make havoc, because right now they're just standing here. We have all the money in the area, so they're not doing anything. They could go 1, 2, take these on board, but right now there's no one on board, so they have to move these one and take the units 1, 2, or they can also go 1, 2 that way, like 1, no here, 1 and 2. But now they actually moved away. Oh, did they? I think they moved away because we are getting a huge fleet here. Mostly focus on the fleet now, not focus on land units. And you can see that the last 2 turns. That's why we're doing this. Bring in more and more units here. Yeah, let's see what's going on here. There's not really much going on. No attacks, nothing. Wow. That is the stupidest thing I've seen. Not for these guys, of course. It's mostly the Americans. When they have the upper number, they just press on. But when they are like standing still, they just do the same. But really not 100% the same. That's they moved in here. But they could take all the units, at least 16 of them. They can also take another transport in here, 1, 2, and take more over, and then bring them in here. I'm not sure. But if they could attack with 31, 37 units plus planes and stuff against this. This one is the only one protecting. Yeah, they're doing the stupid things instead. Nope. They're actually taking this. Come on. They're not even going down here. They're attacking this area. Korea. Again. If I were them, no, maybe they thought these will attack them. And here, but what about these 30? And these? Maybe they cannot use the planes because of this. Maybe we should build these anti-aircraft guns so we could get some of these planes here. Not for the bombardment, but for the money part. I never thought of that one. That they're only going for these because there's no anti-aircraft gun. Okay, that's one. Okay, we got. Whoa, they're dead meat. They're still continuing doing this. Okay, they only lost one there, and then that is expensive. They did not even get the area. We'll build the fortification again, and maybe build anti-aircraft gun fortification 2 times. It's fine. They will get. Whoa, 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 whoa! What just happened here? Okay, that I did not see. That is actually pretty smart. 4, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 14 points for this. And then they're okay. That was pretty okay. They're getting the money, but it's hard to be one of these guys here. It's really hard. One, two. 1, 2. They can go up here with the 3, but we can still take that one and this one. But that was okay. But now they're going to take some of the back for them, but they will still get the points. So let's look at the resource: 110, and then 191. But we have 133. And the only reason they did not put any units in here because we had 2 here. So that's the only reason. That makes a little bit sense here this time about this. But that was actually a money grabbing situation, but it's not good enough for them, right? Okay, they're going up here, going down here. Whoa, that's also gonna cost them. They're going in here, but they cannot take these 2 out. But if I've not been here, I think they will have brought units in here and here. Let's just look. No, they did take, but that's probably because it's on the same side. So these 2 are on a different side, so it cannot bring in units. That's, of course, the situation there. And now they have all the units and planes here. I'm not going to touch this. I will let them take it. What did they purchase? Again, a lot of these, and then, yeah. I think we need to build in some fortification on that, especially Korea there. Also a aircraft gun, because I do not want this to happen again. Okay, let's just do this, and this, and this, and they could go here and just hammer away. That's actually Chinese. Okay, so this will be American if they take this when they move this fleet down. Not take any of this. Whoa, that fleet is gone. The American fleet is gone. They're gonna get hammered now. We're just moving everything in here. No, wait, undo, and then we'll take that. Okay, how much is this? Lose nothing. And they will lose what? 244? But look at our TUV here, 1114. That is crazy. The hit points is 119, 84 units, but that's probably because of all the infantry units we also know. It's only naval units. Wow. There is one American there. 2 fighters, 2 of these, 4 of these, 12 transports. But they think they will never get a hit in on here. Lost planes, transport, they are on this carrier, these carriers here, the British. This is going to be a huge victory here. There we go. Take that out. Bring it over there. And then we're going to build here again, as we did before. And we're going to build here too. So we have enough. Wow. Then let's build 1, 2, 3, 4 on there. These two. There we go. Took the battle up there. Good. That one, finally, without any losses. Okay, 10 casualties. Yeah, let's just take that on that. That was all. We destroyed everyone in one go. What? And this was once because the transport they actually got a lot more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 3. But they got 4. And here They should have 1, 2, 3. They got 4, and here I've got, so they got a lot more, but they're crushed. Totally crushed. And we got 9 that are damaged, but does not matter really. And then we took this. That did not cost anything. They moved the fleet down here. They did not move one of the units because they could not move 2, so they probably said, okay, we'll not move it. But that was a huge victory. Done. Yes. And then we are planting 1 there, 1 there, and the rest infantry unit. The same here. 1 there. Infantry. Nope. Undo that. 4 ships here instead. Done. 134. Yeah, we are just killing this now. Killing it softly. Yeah. Just follow that when I said killing it now. Let's see here. They will probably try to do some bombardment planes in over here. They cannot take this one out, but I would like to be able to say 1, 2, 3, and then get all of this. But the Americans are coming with more, but these planes here, they have 10 now. They will start to get in trouble. And now this fleet is crazy. We can take so many hits before we're done. And now we just crashed the British and the Antec fleet. The British only have like few units left. The Antex has nothing left. Okay, they have some, but it's mostly all the transport is gone. They have like, maybe this is the Antex or this is British. I think, okay, they do have some because they can still produce and build. But as long as we got 100 more than they have, it will not be good. And the Thai is like, I think they're purchasing, yeah, a plane again. I don't know why they're purchasing infantry units, but maybe to protect this, they should not do anything. They can just move. Maybe they'll protect their interest in India. I'm not sure. That would be a little bit stupid. It's not needed at all. Okay, let's just wait here. Be patient. That was it. Wow. It took so long to wait for that, and then that happened. Just move some units here. There's 1 Dutch, right? If we get that Dutch unit, then it will get a little bit faster again. No, we need 2 Dutch units. Is that also a Dutch? No. Where is the second Dutch unit? Find that. This is the one, right? And they are actually giving Iwo Jima to the British, but the British are not collecting anything. Is that a Dutch? I do not think that's ethics. Yes, where's the Dutch? It's not these. There's only be one more. This is a Dutch, right? Okay, that's a good plan. We go up here, take this one back to Japanese, and then just take all the islands here. I think that's our plan. We have enough transport to do that. We have 9 transports, and that's 8 islands and 9 here. So the Dutch is out of the play. I think that's our solution to this. And then it will be a little bit faster when the Dutch has the turn. Just 10 seconds or something, but that's also good. Okay, they did not move. Will the Americans move? The great question is, should we go for this fleet here and just wipe this out? They got... Okay, we could just say it in big terms here, right? If we have this, then we get 38. It takes a long time for them to do anything anyway. 1 there, and then one of these. Five and 2, and that's 30 of these. Let's see what the calculation are saying. 100%, but we will still lose. We will lose like 20 units there, but they will lose a lot more. They're moving away. But, oh, are they? Will the Americans leave these behind? That could be fun. Then we get another British group, and I will not take this. The Americans are going in here again with planes, but they're not going in here. Whoa! They came, saw, and took. I did not see that. The Finns, but I will take the rest. 1, 2, 3, and then of course they can come in with a lot of forces still. But okay, that's. I was actually protecting them against them here. They came in from what? They moved the units in here and used them as a springboard there. Well, they do not have that many units, and next time they will lose all those units there again. They have 8. Now they have 6. And they will lose these 3, but these 3 will still be there, so they can do havoc. But, yeah. I'm interested. Yeah, they moved them away. We have to go there then. Oh, they stopped us. They stopped us in our tracks for this one. So we can only get this. How smart, actually. Hopefully, these will bombard these planes. I would do that if I were them. Oh, these are going in here. That's good. So they do not have to think about it, the Yakamoto here. But will they win with this? They actually won. Oh, they also took a plane. I did not see that one. That was Russia. Fast. Now Yakamoto. Yeah, these are dead. Another great, and that's a really good piece of 200 and something last time, and now it's 200 something again. The Americans are just leaving them behind to die, to lose, to miss on all the opportunities here. These are actually paying off. Australia and the British. This is only, not the British, the Americans there, but this is British. They will not get any out of it. The question is, yeah, this is also British, so they will not get anything out, but they will be taken back. Then they will get something out of it. Yeah, they did not go for these three. So that's 9 points to the Americans. They're getting every time. Yeah, that's the problem. Okay, let's just do this, do that. Take those over, and this one. Oh, this has not been on the start. Come on. Okay, let's take the 4 tanks instead. If we can. Yes. Okay, good. And then all is full. Going down there. One unit to that island. Yes. One unit to that island. Oh. Okay, it's difficult to get it moved. Good. And then the rest. What? Okay. Nope. Yes. This is weird. Okay, this one. Okay. we can find all the places here. There we go. Perfect. Then they will not attack this, and we'll get this, and then, yeah, that's fine. And we have a lot of units here, so we'll not go for that. These three will go over here. All of this will go over there. And we got the anti-aircraft guns in both places. This is there always. The same here. We need to move these. We could have gone 1, 2 last time. Now we have to go this way. If we could have gotten this one, then we can go 1 and 2. But we did not. That's just the way it is. Done. And then more ships. This time more transports. And then 3 of these guys. Done and done. Okay, we need to have the Battle of the Sea first. Ha 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 ha. They got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And that's just, we had 38, so they will never hit us. We just say okay. And then they will be repaired, and we can get all of this. Okay, we lost one up there. This will actually give us a little points here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 extra points. That's of course nice. Yes, and then we like to build. We took this turn. We can save it for later. There's no planes here, so no, only 2 because of the battleships, so it's fine. Let's do that, yes. And collect 142. We are collecting more. Okay, it's just a matter of time we get the United States again. You can see we can just bring all the forces 1, 2 down here, and then just leave, take all these units and take them and attack there. They will never be able to produce more than 6 units, and we will just hammer them. Even that we do not use our bombardment, they will just be gone, and we'll take all the money. So we'll just take one more turn. I do not want to take more turns. Even that. Okay. Whoa, wait a minute. That's 55, 65, 70 units, 80 units. If they collect that to one big group, then they will get us. All them together against our fleet. This all our fleet is. This is this. These two. These. If they collect them all here in one big go, trying to corner us, like during a Czech game, then we will have issues. We will still try to produce, but they could corner us and move the fleets like together, and then just trying to get us away, and then we'll be cornered over here maybe. And then we'll be able to buy all the time, and they will not be able to buy, and that will probably win us some time moving back, taking their supply lines. Yeah, I'm not 100% sure, but I think that will actually do. Yeah, the Americans have functioned too much on. Yeah, what did they make of mistakes? I do not think they did make that many mistakes. They should have built fleet and go for the capital right away. They should be able to do that, especially when they don't make the Pearl Harbor. Then they could just gone in, bombard here every time, use units over, bombard. I think, and they will have turmoil over here. I think that's the easy one, because what I looked at, I could actually get one of these capital in 3 turns, especially this one, and then they will be out of the game really fast. They will get the economy. They are not even ready. Everything here will collapse, and that's just it. So this is a game against, from Axe against allies. It's the other way around. It will be too easy to beat the computer. Of course, if these and these are only humans, that's a good question. They are leading with points, but still, this is dice rolls, so everything can happen. Yeah, all things can happen. Okay, they're moving their forces. They're okay. They can see the drawings on the wall. You can see that they built 6 infantry units. They could see the issues, and then they built, yes, also one ship here. Nope. Where did they build the ship? Where did they build the ship? They did build one ship, right? You can see that there. Place units. Where's the ship placed? Oh, Wellington in New Zealand. The what they've done here is not that good, because we can just bombard everything. They did not even attack us here. I think maybe we should take this also. Oh, they're going up there. Oh no. Yeah, typical. We not even want to go in here. Let's just take the 1 point. We do not need the 2 points. We just want human play out of the game, and that's fine. If the AI is saying that, I think that's a good idea actually. But they should have taken both. What is the resource for the Americans here? 98. That is actually pretty good. What? They had long. Okay, they got our battleships. We got 1 plane, but we lost a lot more. Long range. That I did not see at all. Wow, 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 wow. That's crazy. One, and then, wow, that was hard to see we lose. They only lost 12, we lost 40. That was a good fighting. Wow. If we have killed one of the bombers, it would be a little bit better, but that was like, what? They have these long distance bombers also. The Americans actually have the B 17, the Flying Fortress. But the rest did not have that, but that was crazy. What was going on there? Where are they now? The bombers? They're down here. What? They're there. That's death. Okay, they have 47 here. What's going on? 57, 40. Where's the rest? Okay, we need to be careful not splitting up the team there. If we take this and this, we can use the planes to attack here. Especially these. That'll be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That will actually help them to get on board there. So we do not have to use the battleship for anything else. Okay. Okay, you purchased these flying fortress bombers that you can actually not create, but you can. That's 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. They will have 15 of them now. They could also have 15 battleships, nearly 14 battleships, something like it. 13 at least. Yeah, 13. That's the right amount. Yeah, I think we use these 5 planes to attack here, and then some units here, and then attack this. Then we'll get all of the units. There we go. Let's just do that. Let's first take these, as we are not. Okay. Ah, we could do this also. Okay. 3 there. 2 there. Okay, out on the ships there. 1 and 2. Right now we do not care about which ship they're going on. Doesn't matter really. So I think that's it. And then move all units down here. 4 in there. 1 there. 1 there. 1 there. Okay. Good. That's it there. And then up here, we're not going to do anything to jeopardize what we have here. Okay, and then we have all this done. Four more, and then good. Nope, change. We'll just get some infantry too. There we go. Done. Yes, naval bombardment is very important. Guinea. 2, we just remove those 2, and the rest. Whoa, they got 2 more. Yeah, but we still have 1 and 8 units, and then Mosby, we got that too. That's down here. Now we got the production. We can build. They cannot do anything, and we are just ending their survivability here. They are dead in the water. They cannot do much. The 8 units are going this way. Whoa. And of course, like that. They can go 1. No. 1, 2. No. Wow, they cannot even attack. But they should not attack with this, so that's fine. There we go. And we get another one there. Yeah, both have conquered this round, so we cannot do anything there. $157 plus 8. We also plus the resources here from Antex. That's 29. That's why we got 186. And now you can see the resources is totally in our favor. They cannot do anything. So I do not want to drag this on. Even that the Americans have a big fleet, they will just get crunched slowly as we are taking area after area after area after area. That will just be like prolonging the pain. And next time we could produce 6 tanks here. So even if they go down and attack, there will be one turn, and then next time 6 more attacks. That'll be 12, 13 plus 6 plus 2 infantry. And if we are in a trouble, we can just bring them on the ship and bombard them in. So there's no way they can go. And this one will get, these 2 points will just get the islands here too. Now it's done. And these 2 anti-tank destroyer could go 1-2, but we can still catch them. So I don't think that will be any difference. They just bought a carrier and a plane. They're also building their little fleet over here, transports. Couldn't even have moved these 2. I forgot to move these. So yeah, doesn't matter really. They are dead. Not just dead in the water, but totally collapsing. Yeah. I was really in doubt at a time in this game here where we really lost a lot of things and was pushed back. But then the units start arriving and we started taking territory, saw the holes in their defensive plan, especially with Russia up here. They focused a lot on this one, so we could drive the whole line. There was actually a big line this way, over here, this way up. They do not, no, I think it was here actually. And we took this one and be able to produce 4 units to turn after. 4 that can be 1, 2, 3, and that was the end of these guys. And these did not want to go out and take the supply line and crash them because they were afraid they would lose the capital. But in the long run, they still lost the capital there. So, yeah, I don't know. Okay, the British did move 1 unit down here, but they could. Yeah, they came from here, right? So they moved 1 here and 1 here. These could go in and attack here. Take 2 of these and then more of these in here. But every time they do that, they will lose money or production. And they have no production. So it'll just be the end of them. Yeah, they're going down there. Hopefully get 1. We got 1. And they got 1 more. And we get 1. No. But that does not matter. We'll still be able to take them out here. And right here, we could just move 1 unit in here. 1 unit in here, bombard. And then just, it's like, the only 2 places there are peace is right here. The rest, dead areas. Also this one, of course. So the Americans cannot do anything here. They maybe do something in the north, but as long as they have 45. What? Where's okay? They have all the units here. But why move them up there? You need to move them back. 1, 2, 1, and then everything will collapse if they lost this one. Where's the infantry? They have 2 infantry units here. Okay, they did go for this. Did take this. They could actually take the unit in here, go down here and bombard this. And get that unit. And this is going to be a fortress, and then we are moving this way too, taking 1 step at a time, but we'll not do that. It doesn't matter. It's just small work in the big world here. But I would like to be able to erase a lot of these turns here. Okay, they got it free. without losing the force there. So they get 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 points because Russia is out of the game, and they also have these back. This is actually British and Antec, so they're not. The Americans are actually getting a lot of resources here, right? So it's not like they are not getting the resource; they're getting fully resources, totally. Okay, their perk is fleet again, but yeah, I know, but it's not that easy for them. Even that they can go down here and these 40, we could also go up here and then bombard over, and then that's gone. That could actually be fun. Do that. Just get all of these 14 units that just try to get in here, and then have to get them again. And that's, yeah, it's easy because we have these battleships that can bombard. But as I said before, maybe not in this scenario, this game here, where we were these Hisaichi, but I said before, in the World War One scenario, all the battleships, you can just not just put one unit in and bombard with 38. You have to put as many units in as you got battleships. So if you have like 20 battleships, you can only get them to hit if you have 20 units in the same area. That could be a pretty funny part there, and make that as a default for these games here. But right now, Yakamoto does not have a fleet, or can still not attack the areas we want them to attack. Because they have no fleet, and they are still buying these bombers. Okay, they're going down there now. Okay, they're not. But why not take your areas back? Okay, you're getting the Dutch artillery. Um, Maybe I would have gone in here and take these, but 1, 2, 3, 4. They're afraid of the fighters. They cannot go. They can 1, 2, 3, 4. That's too many, but they could land here. But 5, 6. Then, but if they took this, then we'll just say 1, 2, 3 attack, and 1, 2, or 1, 2, 3 attack. So maybe this one down here could be 1, 2, 3 attack. Yeah, still the same. What? They actually took this. Let's see if they purchase. Nope. They purchase ships this time. I'm not sure where they can place them. Of course, they can place them here. 11, but oh, right here. 11 here. 3, 6, 6. That's 12. They can place them there. So they are starting to build ships instead of these bombers. They can see that it's actually an option now. And then that will be a huge risk for these guys here, especially with these carriers going on here. It's not the double carriers, unfortunately, but it's still a big production with these ships. Okay, what's going on here? Place units. But yeah, this one can be attacked. We need to move all the units up here, right? Maybe just wait and build one more fortification. But we are not going to do that now. We are just stopping. You can see we could just, what I would do is bombard these, use the planes to help in here with all the planes, attack these units here, and then just take a little time, like do this and do that. Then next time it'll be 1, 2, and this one will just go out here if it's possible. So you can see it's not a problem at all. They're dead. So I would just say thank you for watching. They're dead. Do not want to use any more time on this. This has been a good scenario, a little bit difficult, problematic when we have these, and the Okamoto will not do what they should do, build fleet, only fleet and nothing else but fleet, and then just keep a little bit over here, just build infantry units and just move and support. The same in those situations, and not just build factories like they did, like this was taken and they took our areas where we should have gotten this wide, but they also built production facilities. These two places, that was not good. Look at how many we have. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, right? And then 5. They have 1, 2, 3, 4, but this can produce 6. They should never have that many. They should just keep themselves and focus on shipbuilding here. Maybe build a factory here that I did not do, so they could get more ships building in the same territory. Factory here could be a little bit problematic if they go down here, but here it should be pretty much safe. So that's just the way it is. I would just say thank you for watching this scenario here, and let's see what we are doing next.